Despite thousands of Trump supporters storming into Congress and clashing with law enforcement, lawmakers returned to work Wednesday night to count and certify Electoral College votes.
We will certify the winner of the 2020 presidential election.
Vice President Mike Pence, in his capacity as President of the Senate, reconvened the joint session of Congress hours after it was abruptly evacuated as protesters roamed the building and held standoffs with Capitol Police.
Today was a dark day in the history of the United States Capitol. But thanks to the swift efforts of U.S. Capitol Police, federal, state, and local law enforcement, the violence was quelled.
More than 100 Republican members of the House and 14 Republican senators had initially planned to block certification of electoral votes in 6 swing states won by Joe Biden.
For those who have concerns about the integrity of our elections, those who have concerns about what happened in November, this is the appropriate means.
But following Wednesday's violence, several senators and representatives retracted their objections.
However, the events that have transpired today have forced me to reconsider, and I cannot now in good conscience object to the certification of these electors.
From Wilmington, President-elect Joe Biden condemned the violence and delivered a sharp rebuke to Trump.
I call on President Trump to go on national television now to fulfill his oath and defend the Constitution and demand an end to this siege.
Trump tweeted a video calling for calm, but continued his baseless claim that the election was stolen.
It was a landslide election, and everyone knows it, especially the other side. But you have to go home now.
Twitter and Facebook, for the first time, locked Trump's accounts for posts that violated their policies. Earlier in the day, the president urged supporters to march to the Capitol.
And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you,
telling them to get rid of the weak Congress people.
He incited the violence. He led them rhetorically, even if he didn't lead them physically.
17 House Democrats implored the vice president to invoke the 25th Amendment to remove Trump from office, a move unlikely to happen 2 weeks before the president's term ends.
The 25th Amendment is really about incapacity and the inability to serve in a physical or medical sense of that term. It is not about the moral fitness of a president.
Despite the chaos, Joe Biden will be inaugurated as the 46th U.S. president on January 20th.
I am not concerned about my safety, security, or the inauguration. I am not concerned.
Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News.